Yes, guys. Okay, so today I'm going to give you an insight to my new track called White Sand. It's coming out on Ranger Trucko's label. Range, if you don't know that or you don't know Ranger, get to know. He's making some amazing stuff at the moment and doing great stuff with the label Range. So big up him. Amazing to be a part of that crew. And it's the perfect home for this track, actually. So I'm going to dive into Ableton and we'll explore this project a little bit. So I think I posted some early videos of me making this, but we've had a lot of new members since then, so be good to just run through it again and show you how I made it, and give you a little preview of it. So let's do that. As it's playing, I'm just going to go through and talk you through what I've done. So starting at the top, I've got my side chain. As always, very often the same kick as the main kick of the track, and it is there as well. I've got my drums grouped all together, and it's just the saturator on there with the default analog clip and just a little bit of drive, which help glues it together. Sometimes I would add a glue compressor on there as well, but didn't for this case. Then we've got my top drums. This is where the glue compressor comes in. You can ignore this saturator. Abbey Road saturator, didn't use that. We've got a bit of transient design, decapitator, not even pushed up to 1. Look at that. So literally just giving it a little bit of bite. We've got some width, filter and tape. Very subtle stuff on the drum group. And then a cut, low cut. Alright, cool. So we're just going to loop this and talk about the track for a minute. First off, we've got... My battery's dying, damn it, I need to plug this in. First of all, we've got the vocal. This is by a friend of my manager's. His name is Liam. Unbelievable voice. So that was a nice find. Thanks, Liam. He didn't want to be featured on the record because of other commitments in his release schedule, but respect for doing that. Really brought this track to life because I made this track just as an instrumental, and it just wasn't the same. It was just missing something, you know. Having Liam's vocal over it really made it pop. But here we've got a nice lush pad. We've got a chord which is preset on here, and it's the JD800, which is a classic, you know, recreation of a classic there. We've got some LFO on the high pass filter, which is giving it a bit of movement. Low pass filter, which is automated at times. You know, and then some usual processing. I've put tape on a lot of stuff for this one. Some really nice textures. So again, same chord. There's one chord throughout this track. JD800 piano. Bypassed filter rack this time. And we've got something that I haven't shown much on the channel, but this is such a sick compressor because you can really get some heavy textures and saturation out of it. So yeah, go check that out. I think it's about $30 or something, so well worth having. Got some chorus and some reverb, which I think just tied that thing together a lot. Ties it in with the rest of the track, you know. But yeah, basically this is a chord I've sampled from Michael Jackson. Don't tell anyone. Just a very short hit of a chord, filtered and sidechained a little bit. Okay, now moving on, we've got that tiny percussive vocal hit. It's called vocal hit, but I don't think it is a vocal at all. Some little percussion synth thing with Portal on it. Portal makes it go a bit crazy at times. Really interesting effects plugin that. Then we've got this little minimal groove. Gives it some texture on the bottom. We've got a lately bass, sidechained with track spacer, some compression, some saturation. I was experimenting with reverb, but it didn't need it, so bypassed that. Just stuck to a low cut on the bottom and boosted some mids. And that's most of the musical stuff there. So this is what it sounds like all together. I've just muted this echo actually because it was giving some mad feedback. Got a rim shot in this group. Looks like I was playing around with some sort of gated pad. Very nice, but never made it into the final track. Moving further down, we've got another little bit of percussion. Tiny rim shot. We've got some reverb, very long reverb. Looks like I've recorded it in from one of my old hardware reverbs, which is in a box at the moment. They're all the pedals are in a box, so that's that. I've just got a few recordings sat there, which gives it a nice. These both give very nice texture and ambience actually. This random beat looks like it's from the SRX dance tracks, which is again something I don't use much, but very subtle stuff in the background. And then down to the vocals. This was the original vocal sample that was on the instrumental.
Yeah, you know, I got this funny feeling.
Because, I mean, like I said, Liam sent me this amazing vocal. So they're all grouped. I think I might have panned some of those harmonies left and right. Yeah, there we go. Panned harmonies, lots and lots of stacks of vocal harmonies and ad-libs. So once they were all arranged, I've grouped them all and I've slammed them into this CLA compressor. I found my destination. See there, really taming some of those transients. Great compressor for vocals. Then I've EQ'd some of the lows out, boosted the mids a touch. I've compressed again. I found my destination. With relatively fast attack and release. I've de-essed it. I found my destination. There must have been a lot of sibilance in that one, so really took a lot off that. Then tape emulation once again, just to give it that like cohesive sort of sound. And that's it. I've got a filter rack, doesn't seem to be doing anything, so ignore that. Then underneath we've just got some really simple effects. We've got vinyl noise, tape noise, just in the breakdown, which is quite interesting. Very subtle decision there. And then it looks like I've added a low loop just throughout the whole track, as well as a riser. So there we have it, guys. Quick breakdown of my January release on Range. It's called White Sand. So enjoy. Thanks for watching.